Button on. Right, good evening everybody and welcome to our recognition webinar. First of all, I'm going to go through my recognition for everybody very quickly. And then what I would like to do is to hand over to yourselves to recognise your team or something that you've achieved that you'd like to share. It could be a positive story, anything at all. And then if we have enough time, because for the digital people, trying to start and finish on time, it always should finish at 9 or before. Usually, actually, I find some of the times we're finished about 1:45, and then we babble for a wee while, which is okay. But we'll try and get definitely everything tonight will be finished for 9. But I thought tonight we should talk a bit about these scanning bar things, because you know they're using them for what they call the barcodes.
QR codes.
The QR codes, that's it. I forgot the name of them. Just to see what if we're all going forward, the name and what, because you can use them for absolutely everything. I'm just seeing them for everything everywhere at the minute. And just anything else that's that you want to share, because I want to share my recognition, and then I'm hoping to put the floor over to you lot over there, your motley crew. Congratulations on a brilliant period 3. I was only kidding about you being a motley crew, but I will take that out my recording. Just kidding. I'm just trying to share the screen, and I did practice early to make sure it didn't crash. Oops, I'm putting on the wrong one. Where's it gone? Oops, I think I might have shut the window down. There was me practicing at 7:25. I need to stop share because it's not showing me. There was me starting early to practice it to make sure that I didn't crash, and I can't now see my PowerPoint. Oh, there it is. Can't see it from looking at it. We'll do the recognition first. It's because it should have been on that wee blue flag there. Right. We could talk about the wee blue flag as well at the end if we've got time. Let me just put it on to share screen so we can get a bigger screen. My little things at the top here are in the way. What do you call them? Zoom's control panel always gets in my way. Let's see if I can get gallery view. Don't think I've got gallery view. I think I've got speaker view. Don't know how to change it. Right, I can't get gallery view, so we'll just leave it there. Right, so this is recognition for period 3, 2022. I've now been going long enough to put years on my slides when I'm saving them. And what I'm going to ask is for one of the leaders to organise and help me to be organised with music. You're a superstar or something in the background to help me do these slides. But what you can do, because I can talk very loud, is you can give folk a wee clap or say well done to your team or people who are on the Zoom tonight. So as you always know, the first slide always likes to stick, and I have to click the control panel. It always does this in the first slide with Zoom, and there's no way to stop it. Right, so our top 10 retailers for period 3, Tom and Kate Forbes, Janet Lyle and Steve Rees, Amanda and Nigel Oliver, Kevin and Lisa Wright, Peter Savage, Fiona Waddingham, Debs Bennett, I meant to put Debs there, Michael Berney, Louise Rennick, and Jim and Jane White.
Hey, well done, everybody. Well done, folks.
What have I done?
Nothing.
Hopefully, sorry, Kate, you're the person I can see. I don't know why. And you said some, but I don't know.
I said well done, everybody.
Oh, I'm deaf and I can't hear anything. I don't know what I've done to this thing here, but I can only see Kate. Hopefully you guys will be able to see me, but it doesn't really matter. Kate looks better. Right, our Viva MK stars are John and Jane Renton, Claire Mayer, Cliff Halls, Mary Stewart, Kat and Tracy Hansen, and Alice Tata. Well done, everybody.
Hey, well done.
Expecting at that time, Kate. Our Viva MK Star 500s Anne and Alan Pleasant. I put Deb Bennett in the wrong place. That's because our team, Joanne's wanting to get in the room. She did tell me. That's because I hadn't added their team. So sorry, Debs, you are in the actual star 500. Jeff and Jenny Bell, Jim Moynihan, and I've missed out the Y there. Michael Berney, I've made a mistake here, guys. Oh no, it's because I'm still no well. It's my excuse and I'm sticking it. Right, Michael Berney and Debs Bennett, both were definitely star 500. Don't know how I managed that, guys. Nuala and Clodagh MacDonald Mackin, Peter Chase, and I've got, as I say, Michael Byrne is now there twice. You can see I'm on the road to the cover out, but my brain's not quite there yet. So that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it, even if I do make mistakes most times, but my brain's a bit slow at the moment. Our Viva, did we say congratulations on Viva MK Star 500s? I'm too busy getting myself disorientated. Our Viva MK Star 1000s, Fiona Waddingham, Peter Savage, Amanda and Nigel Oliver, Kevin and Lisa Wright, Louise Rennick, Peter Savage twice, and Sue Baines. Peter, you did it twice. So funny because I'm thinking I've got him in twice, and I said no, it's because he's in the top 10 retailers. So I actually noticed I did it, I just didn't fix it. But well done, everybody. That's an outstanding achievement for everything we've so far went through. Viva MK Star 2000s, we have Jim and Jane White and Janet Lyle and Steve Reese. Well done, guys. Next one is for Viva MK Star 4000, and we have Tom and Kate Forbes.
Well done.
I see Mary's face now because Kate's face I could see, but she never said well done herself, so I'll say Kate, well done.
I said thank you very much.
And the A-Team Rhinos achieved Premier, but it was a blue Premier out the water, but the baby hit Premier. Fantastic achievement, and I'm going to start including the top sponsors because we're getting them now for Viva MK. So apologies for people, I think we got them last period as well at the end of the month. Some have just started. It's Tom and Kate Forbes and Kevin and Lisa Wright. Well done, guys.
Well done.
Well done, thank you.
I'd like to say thank you. And just a quick reminder before I leave the PowerPoints that we do have our leaders meeting on Monday, the 4th April 2020. Sincere apologies, guys, about these, but it has been, as you know, circumstances beyond my control. But that's going to be Monday, the 4th of April 2022. And if we have time, we can talk about it. But I've got other things that we agreed that we would talk about, and we're going to stick to our time limit. Jane, you could be being the host. We forgot to organise that and say, Lynn, stop going off track. So well done, everybody. A fantastic period. Congratulations to me. Hi, Jo, how are you? She did let me know she was running late. Thanks for letting me know.
I'm okay. Thank you. Yeah.
Good to see you. Right. I'm good, thanks. I'm getting there. It's still a bit cold up here, but stop me talking about the weather.
Oh, it's snowing here at the minute.
I said, stop me talking about the weather, Jane. What did you think I said? Because you went like that. I know it's snowing in...
Jim passed the window and I got right.
All right. I thought it was because of something I said. I know everybody said it's the snow's there. Right, first I'm going to pass it over to the team. I want to say first to thanks for Kate for keeping the A-Team going for me, the Rhino group going, and Jane who's in the background always helping me there too. So thanks to Jane and Kate. Keep helping. Keep helping. Right, so anything that you guys want to recognise, your team, anything you want to recognise that you've done great yourself, a story you'd like to share, anything at all. And I'm going to go silent and I'm going to time it.
Who's going first?
Who's going first? Is that what you said? It's like primary school, guys. Right, Kate, you can go first.
Okay, I'll go first. I'll keep it short.
I'll decide. Everybody will get a chance to. Everybody will get a chance to talk, even if it's just to talk about how they are, what they're good at, anything. Like, go for it.
Okay, I'll go first. I will keep it short, I promise. I would like to recognise in Team Velocity the fabulous Mary Stewart and Claire Mayer for Star 300 in Period 3, Louise Rennick for Star 1000 in Period 3, Louise and myself for being VIPs in Period 3.
That's what I needed to
we're on a mission for VIP every single month. And there were some shenanigans with the sales figures, I think, at the end of the period, that they weren't showing up quickly enough because there was the issue with payments having to be manually applied to release orders at night time, and the HQ staff, hats off to them, they really did their best. They pulled out all the stops, but we were figures at the end of the period to make sure everybody got what they deserved. So well done to everybody for all of their efforts in Period 3. Also, we had in Team Velocity, I think we had 6 or 7 new people join the team in Period 3 as well. And personally, forefront level to myself, 3 of whom placed orders in Period 3 as well. They all placed their first orders and activated in Period 3. And the last of the 4 who joined in the sort of dying embers of the period, really, I think on the Wednesday night, and everything has still to place her order, but she will, I'm quite sure of that. Everybody's really enthusiastic and really buzzing for it, so really excited for that.
At Team Velocity, for 7 people in Period 3, that's amazing.
Yep.
Right. I'm just going to pick on you, that, like, Louise, you want to recognise anybody in your team? You're next in my line of fire. Oops, I'll not use that language.
Just Claire, really, for being Diva Star this period. She's also getting back out your catalogues again, a little by little kind of thing, and just keeping her consistency going online. She's
doing brilliant.
Everything that's going on, so yeah.
But she's doing brilliant. I'm glad you recognised her, because she deserves that, because she's juggling a lot. Excuse me, and well done to you. Did you sponsor last period?
Yes.
I guess it might have been you. Yeah. Were you the 3?
Yes, I think.
Kate still use the wrong with stats.
Aye, 3. Because I think there's been 4, but 1 was the very end of the period before, so
last period.
Aye.
Well, that's amazing. Well done, Team Velocity, and well done, Team Diamond Revolution. I always get worried in case I get my tongue tied when I'm saying the 2-barrel name. Jane?
Yes, hello. Well, you've already covered.
Yes, I know. And
Fiona achieved a VIP, and that's every month this year. Well done, Fiona. And as always, she does it round all the boys, jobs, homeschooling, all the things that are involved in life, isn't it? Jane and John Renton achieved Star 300, and overall we hit 2,200 and odd over the period. Is it worthwhile building a team? Yes, of course it is. And well done, Kate and Louise, for sponsoring as many people this period. Well done, or last period.
Thank you. Well done, Jane.
And well done, Fiona. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Right, well, I'm going to go on is who am I going to pick on? Right, Nigel and Amanda, you're off the hook. Because, you were in the way off period. You were there for some of the periods, so you can always find a story. You can always find a story. So we'll just start with you and see if there's anything you'd like to share. They're always jetting off on holiday. Had to move the computer because I couldn't see her. She was so dark.
Well, before we went away, Nigel picked up on his blanket dropping again. And before we went away, he was picking up at least 1 order every day. So So that was going really well. Now we're back off holiday, he started again. Because we've cleared a lot of deadwood out of the customer base. So it's dropped off dramatically because we just thought, well, you know, we're not going to go to these people month in, month out, and they're not sort of buying because it's just a waste of fuel. So yes, so we have deadwooded a lot of our base, so we're rebuilding at the moment. So sales have dropped off, but I think it's like pruning a tree. You've got to prune it right back for it to grow.
Yep.
So that's exactly what we're doing. We're pruning right back so that we can flourish and grow better.
Yep.
So that's it, really.
And it's exciting that you're getting at least one order a day for a blanket drop.
Yeah.
You know,
it's working well, and we've got really good catalogues to work with.
Yeah.
Michael's, you know, he's pulled out all the stops, I think, and he's really got us some really good products to work with. Whether you're doing online or catalogues, you know, it's great. It really is.
I know, it's amazing. It's amazing. And you know, you can get all the flip books. They are all there on the A-team.
Yeah.
I'll need to work out because I pin everything at the top because it doesn't let me mark it as an announcement until I pin it to the top first. So, but what I noticed today is it's now starting to allow me to do it as an announcement. So I'm going to take all the pinned posts away, but didn't want to take the recognition away from being pinned. And we'll just have the flip books and anything that's important at the pinned posts. Hopefully there'll be not too many, but I'll take any suggestions for you guys on things that we would want to be pinned. For example, the access to the training needs to be pinned at the top, and all Louisa's got that pinned to the top of hers. But well done. Thank you for sharing, and keep us posted on how the blanket dropping goes.
Will do.
Right, who else can I pick on? Do I need to pick on, or does somebody go to volunteer? Because you know you're going to have to speak eventually, unless Fiona's not wanting to. You want to say anything, Fiona? You know, I didn't know why, but I knew you couldn't talk, and I was really sure because earlier when you did that, I was going to say I wasn't sure. Well done in a fabulous period. I'm sure we'll get some stories for you the next time. Derek Bell.
Yeah, last period was kind of average, well, below average actually. I did my first two customer rounds, not very good pickups, really quite disappointing. And then I hurt my knee and I couldn't do anything for the second 2 weeks. So
no.
It's recovered now. I've rested it, so it's much better. But to give you an idea of how much different this period is from last period I had £537 in orders, but I'd given someone a £27 refund because there was a problem with the sparkly elephant and dolphin. The sparkles had dropped off.
Oh no.
So that brought me down to 510. So I'm just in star 500. But already this week I've had one customer-based pickup. I ordered. I put the order in on Wednesday, last day of the period, but about 1 o'clock, so that I was hoping that it wouldn't get too much entangled with all the problems that were going on. But it didn't seem to get. I didn't get any confirmation of my order until about 4 o'clock. And I was expecting my parcel on Friday, but it took an overnight stay in Preston. It obviously like Preston, and it didn't arrive.
What happened?
Yeah, something went wrong with DPD.
My DPD is always late. My DPD is always late. My Hermes one's never late. DPD always.
Well, I checked previous orders. It goes from Viva MK to Preston down to one of the hubs, Hinckley, Birmingham, Coventry, back up to Gaul, from Gaul to me. Well, on Friday, it just stayed in Preston. Yeah, it obviously liked it. It just was, you know, doing Nigel and Amanda got the cocktails out, watched the sunset, obviously enjoying itself too much.
And all the DPD's been
I phoned them up and he said, oh, it's been checked into the depot. I said, oh, is that Gaul? No, Preston, she said. Oh, okay. So I'd ordered the new outdoor books in it. So I was waiting for those to come before I got my catalogues out. Mm-hmm. So I didn't get my catalog. I got the delivery about 1:30, but I was in the middle of doing something. So I didn't get my catalogues out until late afternoon, and it was starting to get dark. So I took them out between, say, 5:30 and 7:30. And it's Mother's Day the following day. So, but I was just hoping that, you know, I'd get a decent pickup. I picked up £403, I think, on Monday. On Tuesday, I picked up 9 stragglers and got £94.
Oh my God, that's brilliant.
And I've also had my first online sale since the first lockdown. So I'm currently on £420.65.
That's fantastic.
That's good. Well done.
I'm hoping to get VIP this period because I got it period 13 and period 1, but my sales just haven't been that good. I've still got a very small customer base, but yeah, that's a brilliant way to start week 1 with over £400.
And bear in mind, Jeff, we're still talking about customer base that's, you know, it's less than, you know, 18 months old. Just a new customer base.
Do you think, Jeff, do you think the garden book has made a difference? Because my customers are loving it.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Just a moment. Somewhere in here,
it's got the statistics.
I've got a pile of order forms here. Where'd it go?
That's amazing in a week. Well done.
I haven't got to it yet. Give me a moment. Talk about yourself. I don't know if you can see this.
All garden stuff, is it?
Yeah, it's all these items. 2, 4, 6,
Watch, make sure
7 items.
The address doesn't show.
Yeah. All from the outdoor catalogue. £45.50.
Yep.
Excellent.
So yeah, I think the garden catalogue brilliant, and it's just you know, shaking it up a bit, got it round. One of the orders I picked up on Tuesday was a £53 order. 2 of them were from the children's gifts, the old children's gifts. 2 of them for the outdoor book. So the outdoor books been absolutely brilliant. I haven't done a Janet and analysed it all, but it's made a huge difference.
No, really, the customers are so ready for it, aren't they?
Absolutely, yeah. And it was sunny last week, so you know they wanted to get out in the garden.
Exactly. I bet you're really glad you went out with those on Saturday
night. I am. Yeah.
That's a brilliant story.
I'm going out again on Friday to my next customer base. And the first one I did is the better one. The second one has been established a bit longer, but is, you know, reasonably good. So I'm expecting to be, well, to be honest, I was concerned because the threshold has gone up, and getting £330 can be a bit of a struggle for me at times to get free delivery. But when I hit free delivery and I'd also got several others to get, it was fantastic. Yeah. So I'm expecting to get a good £300 on the next one. And, you know, I'm going to be a long way towards VIP and then blanket dropping as well.
Yeah. Excellent. Well done, Jeff. That's a great story. Well done, everybody. I think people on tonight would be Kate, Louise, Jeff, anybody else Fiona, definitely the VIP.
I agree with Jeff. I always find the lull, well, everybody will, the lull between, the sale book and then we wait for the outdoor book. That few weeks in between is always a bit poor. And that's what I've suffered with this time. But my box with my catalogues went on a Magic Mystery Tour as well, Jeff. It was apparently they tried to deliver it at 5:10 on Thursday night. It should have been with me Wednesday. Apparently they tried to deliver it at 5:10 on Thursday night. I said, no, they bloody didn't. I'm sitting here watching the window. And then it finally turned up. It should have been with me between 3:20 and 4:20. They said they tried to deliver it at 5:10 and I didn't answer the door. Rubbish. Then they said it'd be with me on Friday between 10:20 and 11:20. It came at 20 to 5.
God. Must be something happening. Do you think it's...
I don't know. It wasn't a normal driver either. There's 2 drivers that we tend to get that alternate. And I didn't even know who this bloke was. He wasn't in a DPD van. It was in an enterprise van. It was just a bloody mess.
I asked the bloke and he just said we're really, really busy just now because mine's I hate it when it's Friday to Monday when it's DPD because Henry's still work at the weekend, but I don't think DPD do they?
DPD do.
Yeah, we tend to get Saturday morning delivery.
Well, I'm just saying Friday and they didn't send it to me till Monday.
No, my DPD guys, he's good.
Yeah,
he knock the door. He just opens it. He knows my door will be open if it's a normal guy, and he just puts it in the hall. And away he goes.
Excellent. Yeah. Dunk back in. Nigel, you raised your hand. These are getting very good with this technology team.
Just to say that yes, we were VIP as well.
Oh, well, I didn't. Sure. You always do over 1,000. I'm so sorry. Well, I don't get a list of that, so I want you to keep me about. Maybe I should start to track it. I'll start to track it. But Janet and Steve as well in their absence, probably still busy packing and stuff for their move. Well done to Janet and Steve as well. They've achieved that status as well. That's the VIP status. So that's Nigel, Amanda, Louise, Kate's disappeared.
I'm still here.
Where you went?
Because you at the bottom.
Listen, sorry guys, I'm not being funny. My brain's not in gear properly yet. These are all trying to confuse me. I just want to say well done to Nigel, Amanda, Fiona, Louise, Jeff for this period, and Kate. But for these guys have all done it every period. So that's the VIP. Janet, Steve in their absence, and Jeff for doing it. You're well on your way to qualifying that as well. Have I missed anybody else out?
Well, last night I had 2 online sales. That's the first online I've had.
I did miss you.
What?
I did actually miss you. Sorry.
Yeah, so the 2 online sales I had last night were the first 2 I've had for about 6 weeks.
That's interesting.
I had one for the 3 chopping boards. Excellent. And one for the dog planter from the old catalogue from a lady down in Wales. So yeah, and then this morning I had another text for a dinosaur duvet, the new one.
Excellent.
So, yeah.
Fantastic.
That is good. That's catalogue people getting online sales. That's brilliant.
Well, this woman, she kept on liking everything last night, and I'm thinking, is that her or is it somebody being funny? So I just said, oh, thanks for the likes and all that. And then she says, can I have this and this? I went, of course you can.
Fantastic.
I'd love to hear it.
Like buses, Mary. They all come at once.
Oh, well, quite a surprise when I woke up this morning and got another one this morning. Yeah, that's great. Thank you. Keep going. But what I did today, because the lot had put the chopping boards up on the network page, so I copied them and sent them to the guy that ordered them and said, there you are, there's your chopping boards, they'll be in the post the other day. So he's quite happy. And that's the one that works on the rigs.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
This guy, he says, I'm out in the rigs at the minute.
Tell me.
I said, all right, okay, just pay me the money and I'll send them to you, it's fine.
Yes, Michael, to put them in a helicopter for him.
Yeah, Michael, take them to the rig, yeah.
Did you tell them we were going to the rigs?
No, they're not going to the rigs, they're going down to Sunderland.
Oh, they're going to Sunderland.
Yeah, but the guy actually works out on the rig, so.
Excellent. Angela, because you're on the dark, darling, I've never said hello, so hello. How are you?
I'm okay, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Have you got anything you want to share? I can see you're very active online.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? I see your posts coming up all the time.
Oh, sorry. I meant I don't think I've got anything specific.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said that's okay. You don't need to have it. It's lovely to see you on tonight. But I'm sorry I didn't say hi earlier. It's because it's a wee black box. So I'm going to have to start wearing. You can see me going like this, coming closer to the screen. I'm going to have to start to get. I need to go and get my prescription. I've had it for 2 months or 3, maybe even longer, and I've not got the glasses yet. But no problem. Good to see you on tonight. I hope that you're well. Jane raised her hand. Where's Jane? You went up there.
I'm here. The reason I've raised my hand is to say, Angela, well done with a lot of the videos you're putting up on the official group. They're excellent. And thank you for sharing them with us.
Thank you for saying that.
Yep, thanks, Angela.
Thank you. I appreciate that. You're very welcome.
Thank you for sharing them. That's why I was surprised when she went, no, really? I'm saying, what do you mean, no, really? I'm seeing your notifications all the time. That's what you call getting confused. Joanne, have you got anything you want to share, darling? Because you never really got the opportunity to. Mary, I'm sorry I missed you, hen.
No, I just saying before, I can't wait for those. The outdoor books have gone out now. With working and what have you, I have it at all times, and I try with fuel at the minute. I'll try and put the books out in the areas that I'm working and time it with that I'm not backwards and forwards because it's just ridiculous, isn't it? The what it's costing at the minute. Although it's dropped a bit since they took the 5p off. But my books have gone out today with the new outdooring, and it's my best drop as well, so I'm hoping good things for that. But I always find the lull between the sale catalogue running out and the outdoor book starting is always quiet for me.
It can be sorry, Jane, go on.
Oh, sorry, what I was going to say was this time and it's something that we used to do a lot of, and unfortunately we do forget some of the things we used to do a lot of. But what I found was, instead of putting my books in the usual order, I actually put the personalisation catalogue at the front. And I found I got about 3 or 4 more
sales
or orders from them.
Yep.
So, you know, and I intend to keep doing that again. Yes, outdoor catalogue, obviously just now, and have a run round it, but I'm going to start moving them around so that, because some people will just look at it and think, oh, that's the same colour as before.
I know, that is something that's, I mean, I'm pretty sure, Jeff, you put your hand up at that one as well.
I was just going to say bye-bye to Fiona, because I know she's going to Scout soon.
Bye-bye. Bye, Fiona. Bye, Fiona.
I always put whatever the newest catalogue is on the top. And I mean, we're quite lucky at the moment because there's something new every month at the moment. So for this period, it's the garden books that are going out on top. And after everybody's seen the garden book on top, the next thing will be the new Viva MK that's coming out, that's available for order Friday. So that'll be going on top as soon as that arrives as well. So yeah, they like to see something new.
Yeah,
it's quite exciting.
Yep,
new exciting. Jane.
And I think there's to be a new health and beauty coming. Not too long.
Even though the new catalogues sometimes don't have very many new products in them, although we're getting some new at the moment, which is clearly why we're excited. But just a handful. But it goes back to the psychological thing. You're changing the cover and cleanies. And remember, Cleanies used to just change the front cover.
Yeah,
every 2 or 3 weeks, and sometimes
it still all the customers up, didn't it?
Nigel, go on.
Yeah, I'll just sort of add, we always go to the shop window And every time I get back to the beginning, I always change the shop window.
Yeah.
So going back like a couple of months ago, we had no new books for a while. So what I tend to do, I tend to got one of the books and open one of the pages and use it as a front cover, just to show some it is different. But now we obviously got new books, which I can do a new shop window every time.
Yeah.
So that's a good tip. You can actually open a page in one of the books and use it as a shop window.
I've done that before.
I put them back to back as well. So there's always a front cover of something. We do whichever way they look at the pack. They're looking at the front cover of something.
I think as well to remember, if your front cover item goes out of stock, then open it in the middle and have a new front cover item, because I've seen so many people complaining because you don't have the front cover items no longer available. Well, make your own front cover.
That's true. That's a very good point, because it's on the front cover, it's the highest seller, and even in, you know, it doesn't matter what business you're in, you can't calculate sales, even though you know you're going to get a lot. You can't just go back, you know, I'm just so glad I'm not on that side of the business. I would hate it. Right, so we're excited about the products. I mean, I was going to talk about QR codes, but I forgot about Michael's Zoom. There's a couple of things there. I generally haven't been that well. I'm still sort of a bit muggy. I'm seeing the doctor tomorrow. I think it's the medication that she's given me, that's making me feel so muggy. That's my way of describing how I feel. But so I'm not clear on the points, the things that, like when you say, I do know that he's talking about a credit facility. I'm assuming that the way that's going to be controlled will be through a credit check. And that's how people, but at least if we can offer it to people, do you know what I mean?
He did mention approval will be required. So I
heard that part. And that's I mean, if it's just normal, it's normal to get any type of credit. But that is good to be able to offer to our new prospects, because the way I'm thinking about it, psychologically, I think that I'm going to say two things, and maybe I shouldn't be saying this while I'm recording. This is only going to the team anyway. Two things. I think a lot of people there'll be maybe more people would fail a credit check now than what would have done before the lockdown. I might be wrong, but it's usually 30% is what the average of people that fail, maybe slightly higher, but it gets them thinking credit. So they might think I'll just use my credit card, but to be fair, we don't know if that's going to make a difference with prospects until we see what happens. Anybody got to give me news on what I missed about it? Because I don't know when it starts.
He is going to make an announcement soon. He hasn't said anything specific about when it's going to be, but what we do know now, as of today, is that the new back office is going to be up and running. And partly that's been driven by the issues they've been having with payments since the banking systems have all changed. So, but they're saying that should be up and running from next week. So,
but they've done well. I don't know. I've never seen the banking system problem. I must have been asleep at that.
Well,
it's just a security thing.
Most of the banks have introduced two-step.
The new security
checks. So for the last few weeks, every time you sent an order in, if it was above a certain threshold, your card was being automatically declined, and there was no way to sort that out automatically. So you had to contact the company who would send you an invoice or pay by PayPal, and then the PayPal system failed as well briefly. So that's back up and running now. But so that caused a bit of a headache on period.
Imagine if that happened. That didn't happen on Wednesday, did it?
No.
It's been happening for weeks.
I thought the whole system went in this. I know my PayPal. I got an email from Kirsty saying, "Lynn, you've got to pay for the gala dinner in the showcase." I said, "I paid for it." And I sent a screenshot of the day it came out of my bank, but it took something like 30 days to get to them. Took ages. But we'll not talk like a big one. It's why is that? Okay, it came in as me. Jane, was that a good? Just put me dribbling on there, or was it something?
No, I was going back to the credit system for people that only because we've all become very used to not having a credit system.
I know.
And what our businesses, in whatever way we needed to work them around the non. Unfortunately, the people who come into your business who are needing the credit are usually the ones that are declined.
I do understand that.
Which in some ways can make them feel quite rejected. And I'm only thinking of years gone by. Maybe it's better working without the credit system.
Is it the back in my mind as well? Because there's pros and cons. We just have to be careful with it. I agree with that. There's pros and cons. Like, it's the QR codes. They're everywhere. We could be putting them on our catalogue slips and saying, directing it to your online shop. They are free. You just need to scan it. Maybe we should write this down, because I think a QR code, you could say, here's a QR code on your catalogue slips. Do you know, I'm not talking about, well done, Jeff. So I like to see. On your catalogue slips, is that to your Facebook shop?
It puts them into my my website, and the website then has all the catalogues on.
Right. So you're prospecting them with the catalogues coming second. Brilliant. Whatever way you want to do it, if you want to do it as a prospect one, or if you want to do it as, here's my Facebook shop where you get, you know. But I'm just thinking in general, for the QR codes can be just linked to absolutely everything. And it happened kind of when I wasn't well. When we were talking about them, I'm thinking about more uses if you're using them when we're doing trainings, but we can discuss that.
I think, Lynn, you ought to wait a bit, because when the new website comes in, all the URLs will change. So we'll have to point it to somewhere else. So
is it hard to change it though? Is it hard to repoint it somewhere else, or do we not know?
I wouldn't have thought so. But if you're going to have a QR code for your online shop, you might as well wait a week and do it when the new one comes in. Yeah, well,
I missed the date. When did it? Because I heard Joanne cheering. Joanne, I was so happy. When you cheered, I was like, oh, she's cheering. But I just realised that when she cheered, I can't hear you, Joanne. You're on mute. You're on mute. She's shacking away herself.
Sorry. Yeah, it's on. It's an email that's come out today. Oh, for God's sake! Right, hang on.
Yeah.
Where are we? Coming next week.
Excellent.
But it's not giving us a definite day. No, not a definite day, just next week he's saying. So when that is, I don't know.
Probably Friday. Should we have a guest team?
yeah. More than likely it'll be Friday.
Yeah, we could do a raffle, couldn't we? Have a day each.
Or it could be Sunday, because he wants to over-deliver, under-promise and over-deliver.
Yeah.
Was there anything else apart from anything else that was a notable change?
The ordering site's going to be 10 times faster.
Yay!
Could just even you go, see if you accidentally click on view product instead of quick look, I want to kick myself. Because it takes so long just to get to that next page. Like, I've clicked the wrong button. Right, so we're all up in the QR codes. We've all had a good period. I do think period 4 is definitely going to be better. You've also, as Jane pointed out last week, I think it was, or the last Zoom, I don't know when it was, the people still in February, there's still the shock of these credit card bills for Christmas. And, you know, maybe that's something that maybe somebody could take on board themselves. One of you guys could maybe just message Michael and let him know that there is that wee dip in there, and maybe next year he could produce, you know, something for in between there. Do you know, because Michael will change these dates if he think it's going to be effective. I think people would start buying for spring things sooner if we had them sooner. And that might be worthwhile an email. Somebody got to do it for me. Who's my secretary? Secretary, please. I'm going to play the Noel card for at least tomorrow, for at least another day. Just somebody remind me to message him, because I think that's a point that quite a few have made, not just tonight, that's that dip between books. We never know if it's because of the credit cards in January being such a shock, and February's March, don't know. But anyway, I think we've had a great period, all of us, and we'll have a great period 4. Anybody want to talk about anything else? Because we might actually shock ourselves and finish early tonight.
Yeah, the personalised. I'm sure you've all read what I wrote in the A-team about clarifying with the customer. What a saga that was. I'm not sure. The guy is English, but I'm not sure that he reads or writes very well, because I asked him specific questions. He didn't seem to understand when I said, what initial do you want? But when I asked what letter do you want, he understood that. So this morning when I got a text from Charlotte saying, would you like a different font for the names? Yes, please. I thought she'd made a fabulous job of it.
It looked lovely. It's looked really. Yeah. Charlotte's great, but I'm going to tell her that you blamed her.
Yeah. Well, I told her that.
Did you tell her?
I texted her back and told her I'd blame her. But Lynn's heard this, but I don't know if any of you guys remember the old Detective Columbo with the dirty Mac and the cigar. And as he went out of the room, the suspect would always say, is that all, Detective? He said, there's just one thing Mrs. Columbo would like to know. And then he would ask a question from Mrs. Columbo. And so it's a proven technique that if you've asked the question and you still haven't got a satisfactory answer, blame someone else.
Yeah, definitely.
And then he said, sorry, I've had this query from, can you just confirm this is what you want? But I thought I'd phone up Janet, always talk to your upline. And she said, I said, well, I've done this. I've got him to confirm it. And he's still saying, hi, love you always. I thought, it's a bit like Bridget Jones' Diary, isn't it? Like a version the Thai girls were singing.
Well, you can think, that it probably just means hi, comma. This is the word in inverted commas, but it's no use grammar either, so it's hard to tell. But it was a funny story, but it was a lovely product. And the personalised, just amazing.
What I didn't tell you was I had another personalised product, the wooden board for the kiddies with their egg and soldiers. Mm. And she'd written Teddy's in capital letters. And I phoned her up to ask if she wanted it in capitals or just the first one capital. She said, oh, he's only 2. It could be for his birthday, but if we can get it before Easter. I said, before Easter? I said, you can have it by the weekend. She was shocked how quickly we can personalise stuff.
That is very, very fast.
Yeah.
Very fast. Handy for Mother's Day, getting the last minute Mother's Day orders and stuff like that. It's really, I'd say that's been a good investment, that printing machine, and Charlotte does a great job.
Yeah. So I put an advert on showing the teddies and the things, but they're going to give it for Easter. So I said, there's still time to order for Easter. If you want to give a toddler some little Kinder-sized eggs or Cadbury's cream eggs, that kind of thing on a board, rather than a huge. I see Nigel's already into his Easter egg there.
Of course they will. Angela's put up her hand there. He's at it. Angela, did you mean to put up your hand?
Yeah.
Hi.
I wanted to ask if anyone else has experienced, if this is normal practice for my Hermes. They've changed their name, haven't they?
Every.
Or Be Delivery.
Pardon?
What they changed the name to?
Every.
R.I.
I didn't know about that either. Go on.
So the last 2 direct shipping orders that have gone with them have I've got the notification then it's like 2 minutes before they're just about to knock on the door.
All right.
And then I've got the notification that it's been delivered like 2 minutes later, which means that I'm saying to the customers, oh, I will get notification. I can let you know that it's, you know, which 2 hours it's coming between. And both times I had to let them down. So I did email DS at Viva MK, and I was told that we can ask for a tracking code when we place the order.
Yes, you get a tracking code when you place the order.
So
It's on every email, Angela.
Yep.
Angela,
Also, I just want
also,
to say Amanda and Nigel might be able to help because they work for Hermes, who've changed their name.
yeah, I work for them, Angela. We've just been, we've only got an hour time slot now as well. We don't have 2 hour time slots anymore, only an hour. But you can track, you can get a tracking number and you can track it.
You can track
on the app.
Free.
I wasn't getting, because the person wasn't sending me the tracking, emailing me the or messaging.
Oh, it's the customer that's getting the email.
Yeah.
No, it's me that gets the email.
All right, well, that's the email where you track
but
it.
There's no point in giving me 2 minutes notice to let my customer know that their orders are coming at a certain time today.
That must depend on when the individual driver is getting their orders onto their car, though. Would you agree, Amanda?
Yeah, it all depends. Like myself, if I don't, you won't get notification until I actually put a time on that order.
Yeah.
And if they change it to an hour, it used to be.
So it can be the fact that I'll do it, say 1 till 2.
Yeah.
But my first drop could be 1 o'clock. So I could get there within 5 minutes. So it'll only be a 5-minute slot, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
Right.
Okay. The clock has struck 9. The meeting
it's struck.
The meeting's officially over. I think you were going to answer the questions to Angela, but just to know, Angela, you can track it from start to finish. But what I would do, and the meeting is officially over, but I just wanted to put my wee pennies worth in. What I would do is let the customers know that you can't give them such a pinpointed time, but they are because they changed it but what you can do is you can track it through the email. But you can't pinpoint, like if it came to you at 9 o'clock in the morning, and then let your customer.
But I'm not getting an email with a tracking number, so I can't track it.
Then they need to speak to distributor services about that, because everybody as soon as you order, you'll get an email saying thank you for your order and the tracking numbers on that.
I'll double
check. But distributor services.
You sent you.
Hi, Jean. She's
if distributor services can look deeper into it and give you a tracking number anytime you ask for one.
Yeah.
But it might not automatically come to you, but they will always be able to track it to a deeper level than we can. They've got access to more of every site than we have, kind of thing. So I've asked on occasion.
To be fair, what I would, if you're not getting a thank you for your order email with the tracking details in it, because that's where it is, then you need to just let them know you're not getting that email. Yeah. And check your spam folder, because sometimes things just go into the spam. Because as soon as you process an order, Angela, you should get a thank you for your order and the tracking number's there. The Hermes, I take it you still going, you still click the link. you just, there's a link even with a minute, click the link for DPD. I don't know if you click the link for Hermes as well.
Yeah.
Or do you go to the Hermes website? So they both have a
link. Email.
You should get an email.
That's what I'm saying. So if you're not getting that email, let distributor services know that. But check your spam first, just in case it's in there.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
No problem. Well, I'm not going to close the meeting. We did officially finish at 9. But it's 2 minutes past. So I think that's not too bad. Not too bad. We've got thank you everybody who shared tonight. Everybody I think got a chance to talk, which is lovely. We've got our leaders meeting on Monday at 8 o'clock. Monday 8 o'clock. I'll put into the group what we're going to be covering, because I do want to hit my target to try to keep the meetings to a tighter time, because as our business grows, we'll need more meetings. As leaders, I'm going to ask you not tonight, but to either message me or what you would like to see covered in the Wednesday webinar next Wednesday. Right, and always bear in mind that it's mainly us leaders that are tuning in, so we could probably pick from any subject that you would like to cover. I'm picking mine. I want not me to cover it, but I want a little slot on the 3-foot rule, because that's been requested by a few people. Right, who's going to close the meeting? Because I'm really excited that we're only, if I can make it for 5 past, that's pretty close to the goal. That's pretty good. So who's going to close the meting?
I'll do it.
Who shouted there? 2 folks
Kate.
I just want to tell you before we go something that made me giggle yesterday when I opened my order. And one of my customers had ordered the Buddha planter. You know, it's an outdoor catalogue where you put a plant in it so it looks as if it's Buddha's hair. But anyway, so it came in a nice little box, but there was a really strange picture. It didn't quite look like the Buddha planter on it. But the name of the company who provides that product is Face Plants. And I just laughed out loud when I saw that. What a brilliant idea for a company.
Well, don't say that to anybody in the head office. We don't want Face Plants to Michael or anybody else. Right, Amanda, if I have to hit my goal, you've got about 40 seconds. That's quite a lot, actually.
40 seconds? Okay.
21:09, 21:05, but it'll not be
Depends how soon you get to finish it.
No right to speak.
We have so much to look forward to in period 4. It's such an exciting time. We've got a brand new.
As Amanda was closing it.
It's going to be fabulous. We've got the new Viva MK Play catalogue coming out tomorrow, which I really kept quiet about, which is absolutely brilliant. Really looking forward to seeing what else comes from that. We've got the outdoor catalogue that's starting to work its magic already, and I think we've got such a lot to look forward to in this amazing business. So see everybody on Monday night for leadership meeting and next Wednesday for the team meeting, and have a fantastic week, everybody. Good night.
Good night, everybody. Good night.
Keep charging.
Keep charging, everybody.
Keep charging.
Fine.
David, I'm thinking we're going to need to get Kate a hearing aid. She didn't hear you, Amanda, but I'm glad you were.
She can close the next one.
She only volunteers if nobody else does. She's my get out clause. I'll do it if nobody else does, because she knows I hate silence. As you know, because I always fill the silence with words. Angela, it was good to see you on tonight, darling.
Thank you. Good to see you too.
And we'll see you. I know you're not tuning into the leaders, but we'll see you hopefully on Wednesday. We can tune in next Wednesday. And we'll see you guys next Wednesday if you are not away on holiday again.
No, not yet. Not for another 8 weeks.
No, not till June.
June, oh good, I'm going to beat you. I'll see you all next week. See you Monday, Wednesday. Bye. Bye.